Namaste children, how are you all? I hope you are fine. Welcome to today's session. Children, we are going to continue today's same topic, perimeter and area. In this perimeter and area topic, last class we learned about how to find the area and perimeter of square and rectangle. And also we learned some of the applications based on perimeter and area. Now today class, let's see how to find the area of parallelogram. And you know about these quadrilaterals like square, rectangle, parallelogram, rhombus. All these are special types of quadrilaterals. What is quadrilateral? Quadrilateral is a simple closed figure bounded by four sides. Quadrilateral is a polygon bounded by four sides. Now in that quadrilateral, a quadrilateral is a polygon bounded by four sides. Now these all some special type of quadrilaterals like square, rectangle, parallelogram, rhombus, trapezium. All these are special type of quadrilateral. Let us see one of the special type of quadrilateral, parallelogram. How to find the area of this parallelogram? As I told you about area is nothing but the space occupied by a 2D figure. The region enclosed by a 2D figure is called area. So today class, let's see how to find the area of parallelogram. Parallelogram is a special type of quadrilateral. Parallelogram is a special type of quadrilateral, and where we can see the opposite sides are equal. Let me write parallelogram A, B, C, D, and in this parallelogram, two pairs of opposite sides are parallel and also equal. Two pairs of opposite sides are parallel and equal. And also we learned opposite angles are equal. Opposite angles are equal. Now today class, let's see how to find the space occupied by this 2D figure. How to find the area of this parallelogram. You can see but here we have one parallelogram, and they drawn one height there. Height is the length of the segment perpendicular to the base with end points on opposite side. So it is the perpendicular drawn from vertex to its opposite side, and which makes a right angle on the opposite side. And this bottom side is the base. The base is the side of parallelogram on which the perpendicular is drawn, or the side of opposite side. This bottom one is base here. Why? Because on that only that perpendicular is drawn. If the perpendicular is there, suppose on this side, this we can take as a base. So here the perpendicular is there on this bottom side. So this bottom side is called the base. Base nothing but it is the side of the parallelogram on which perpendicular is drawn. That is the base, and this one is the height. Now by using this base and height, let us see how to find the area of this parallelogram. Yes, you can see the parallelogram which is drawn on the graph paper. Here we have one parallelogram, and this is the height of the parallelogram. See this dotted lines, whatever is there, it is called parallelogram button. Now for this parallelogram, this h is the height and this one is the base. And also they took one rectangle also here. They took one rectangle also. Now see this dotted line is parallelogram, and this rectangle you can see there exactly vertically there all sides. Now see here, in this parallelogram if you see, this part is not there in parallelogram, but it is there in rectangle. This part is there only in parallelogram, it is not there in rectangle. Means both the areas are equal. You can see better, this one is area of rectangle, and this one is area of parallelogram. Means area of rectangle, this part is not there. Area of rectangle, this part is not there. In area of parallelogram, this part is not there. And you know one thing, both these parts are equal. Both the parts are congruent. You can see there both the parts are congruent. It shows that area of rectangle is equal to area of parallelogram. and here the breadth of the rectangle is going to become the height of the parallelogram, and the length of the rectangle, see, actually from here to here it is length of the rectangle, and this one is base. So both are equal. This part is not there in base, this part is not there in length, however both the parts are congruent, no? So length of the rectangle is nothing but here base of the parallelogram. From this graph we can see better, area of rectangle is equal to area of parallelogram. Length of the rectangle is going to become base, and height of the breadth of the rectangle we will consider as a height. Children, you can see here we have one parallelogram A, B, C, D, and also we have a rectangle D, E, F, C. This portion is not there in parallelogram, it is in red. Now we may accept this remaining portion is rectangle D, E, F, C rectangle, and this except this portion remaining A, D, C, B is parallelogram. And you know these both parts are congruent. By which conditions are RHS? Right angle. We can see even here I can see right angle. And these both are sides of parallelogram. They are equal. And these two are sides of a square rectangle. Even they are equal. So by RHS, these two parts are congruent. It means they have equal area. So this first part if I take, this second part if I take, both are equal. It means area of rectangle is equal to area of parallelogram. Area of rectangle means what? Let me take third part. I said here area of first part is equal to area of second part. The reason they are congruent. Now if you see area of rectangle, third part plus first part. Area of parallelogram, third part plus second part. However, second and fourth are congruent. See, let me write here. Area of DEFC rectangle is equal to area of third part plus area of first part. And let me take again here area of DABC parallelogram. So area of DABC parallelogram means what, beta? Where I can see area of second part plus area of third part. And you know here area of first part, area of second part equal, they are congruent. So instead of this area of second part, let me get area of first part plus area of third part. So let me take this equation 1, this equation 2. Yes. Now here I took area of second part is equal to area of first part. This I took from equation 3. So where we have equation 3? Here we have equation 3. Yes. Now from first part and second part, area of third part plus area of first part. Area of third part plus area of first part. As their RHS are equal, their LHS is also equal. Yes. Now from equation 1 and 3, we can say that their LHS is also equal. So what are the LHS, beta? Area of DEFC rectangle. Area of DEFC rectangle is equal to area of DABC parallelogram. Area of DABC parallelogram, both are equal. So what is the formula you know to find area of rectangle? Length into breadth is equal to, here we can write area of DABC parallelogram. I said here base of the parallelogram is going to become a length. So instead of length I can write base. Here base. And you know here the breadth of the rectangle is equal to height of the parallelogram. So instead of base I can write here. Instead of breadth I can write here height. Height of the parallelogram is equal to what, beta? Area of DABC parallelogram. Area of DABC parallelogram is. What is the formula we have to find the area of parallelogram? Base into height. By using this, we can find the area of parallelogram. Hope this one is clear to all. Easy, but with the help of congruency concept, I did this process. Yes, children, let us see some problems based on the area of the parallelogram. Find the area of the parallelograms. From exercise 11.2, here we have first bit C. The base 2.5, height is 3.5. Height is nothing but the line segment drawn from vertex to its opposite side, and it makes a right angle on the opposite side is called base. Is called height. Sorry, height is nothing but the line segment drawn from vertex to its opposite side, and which makes a right angle on the opposite side is called height. Base nothing but a side of the parallelogram is said to be base on which perpendicular is drawn. This is one of the side of the parallelogram. On this side of the parallelogram, this perpendicular is drawn. Because of that, this side of the parallelogram we consider as a base, and this will be the height. And coming to next, see, this is the height. A line segment drawn from vertex to its opposite side, and which makes a right angle on the opposite side is called height. And this is the base. Generally, most of the students will think that base nothing but bottom side. Not like that. Base is nothing but the side of the parallelogram. 1, 2, 3, 4. It has 4 sides. From these 4 sides, any one side we consider as a base. Sir, which side we consider as a base? The side on which perpendicular is drawn. Here it is the side of the parallelogram on which perpendicular is drawn. So this side is the base, and this will be the height. Let me repeat. Base nothing but it is a side of the parallelogram on which the perpendicular is drawn. Suppose, let me draw a parallelogram like this. Now it is one parallelogram. Yes, it is one parallelogram. Now let me draw one height from vertex to its opposite side. From vertex to its opposite side, and which makes a right angle on the opposite side. Now tell me, what is the base? Which side is called base? This one is called base. It is called base. The reason, base nothing but it is one of the side of the parallelogram on which the perpendicular is drawn. Perpendicular is drawn on this side. Because of that, this side is called base. Side of the parallelogram on which perpendicular is drawn. And you know this one is called height. Nothing but a line segment drawn from vertex to its opposite side, and which makes right angle. You can see here, this one is the base. The reason on this we have perpendicular. Here you can see this is the side of the parallelogram which is called base. The reason on this we have perpendicular. And here this is one of the side of the parallelogram which is called base. The reason on this we have perpendicular. On this side perpendicular is drawn. So from this what we can say, better, base is any one side of the parallelogram on which perpendicular is drawn. That particular side we consider as a base. Now I think so there is no names for corners. What is this? Let me draw the names here. Write the names A, B, C, D is the parallelogram. Let me take height is E. Now let us find the area of this parallelogram. Area of parallelogram is equal to, what is the formula I gave you to find the parallelogram? Base into height is equal to, what is the base? AB into what is the height? DE is equal to, AB is how much better? AB is 2.5 centimeters into DE. DE is 3.5 centimeter. Centimeter into centimeter, square centimeter, and multiply this both. 2.5 you can multiply with 3.5. 5 5 is 25, 5 to carry better. 5 2 is 10, 10 plus 2, 12. 3 5 are 15, 5 1 can. 3 2 are 6 plus 1 7, 5 2 plus 5 7, 1 plus 7 8. I got. And see there, one digit before we have decimal point, one digit before we have decimal point. Total 2 digit before, one digit before, one digit before. Total from the back onwards 2 digit before you can place decimal point, and which we can read as 8.75. 8.75 centimeter square. Yes, the area of parallelogram is 8.75 centimeter square. As I told you, the units of area is square units. Here we can see square centimeters. If the sides are in meters, square meters. If the sides are in terms of centimeter, area is square centimeter. Let's see area of this parallelogram. So name the parallelogram: vertex P, vertex Q, vertex R, vertex S, and this vertex is P. Now tell me, what is the base? Which side is called base? QR is the side of parallelogram which is called base, and PE is called height. I mean perpendicular is called height. So let us find area of PQRS parallelogram is equal to, what is the formula? Base into height. Now here the base is, the side QR is the base. The reason is on QR we have perpendicular, and the side PE is called height. So what is QR? 2 centimeter into what is PE? 4.4 centimeter is equal to centimeter into centimeter, square centimeter. 4.4 into 2, 2 4 is 8, 2 4 is 8. So which is 8.8 square centimeter. You can write area of PQRS parallelogram. Area of PQRS parallelogram is equal to what? 8.8 square centimeter. So like this you can find the area of the parallelogram by using base into height, and you can observe here the units of area is square centimeter. Children, let's see how to find the area of triangle. Triangle is a polygon which is bounded by 3 sides. Let us find how to find the area of triangle. Just now we learned how to find the area of parallelogram. Yes, the area of parallelogram formula is base into height. Now we try to find the area of triangle by using the formula of area of parallelogram. Yes, let me draw a parallelogram, children. Here I took one parallelogram. It is the special type of quadrilateral in which opposite sides are parallel and equal. So let us see how to find the area of triangle. Now in this parallelogram we know opposite sides are equal. Now to get a triangle we need to join either SQ diagonal or PR diagonal. So if you want to get a triangle, join any one diagonal. Let me join SQ. Now if I draw SQ, this parallelogram PQRS is divided into 2 triangles. First one is triangle PQS and the second one is triangle PQR. And if you observe there, we learned from congruency of triangles, congruency rules. First triangle, second triangle are congruent. Sir, first and second triangle are congruent by which condition? PQ is equal to SR, one side equal, PS equal to QR, second side equal, SQ is equal to SQ. I mean, SQ is the side in first triangle and also SQ is the side in second triangle. SQ is the common side. SQ is the common side. So SQ is equal to SQ. It is there in both triangles. By triple S we can say both are congruent. Both are congruent. Triangle PQS is congruent to triangle RSQ. So as I said, when 2 triangles are congruent, they must have equal areas. They must have equal areas. Yes. Now what we can write here? By triple S, PQS, triangle PQS, triangle PQS is congruent to. So P and R equal. Let me write here R, and you know these both are alternate angles. In the place of Q we can write S. Here PQS, let here S, RS, Q, both are congruent. both are QS equal to SQ, right? And we can see PS equal to RQ, PS equal to RQ, PQ is equal to SR, PQ equal to SR. Yes, both are congruent. And you know, once two triangles are congruent, we can say congruent means what? Xerox. When I keep one object over other object, both will fit exactly. It means area of triangle PQS is equal to area of triangle RSQ. Area of triangle RSQ. First part, second part. First part and second part both are equal. Now here we can write area of parallelogram. Area of parallelogram is equal to area of you can write triangle PQS. Area of triangle PQS plus area of triangle SQR. Sum of these two triangles area equal to area of the parallelogram. And I said both triangles are congruent. So let me write here area of triangle PQS plus, I said both the areas are equal. Area of the first part equal to area of the second part. The reason both are congruent. So instead of this SQR, let me take area of triangle SQR is equal to SPQ also. Both are equal. Second part, instead of second part, we can write first part also. Why? Both I want to express in terms of first part. Area of triangle PQS. The reason is this I wrote from equation 1. We know area of triangle RSQ is equal to area of triangle PQS. So instead of SQR triangle, we can write PQS also. Both are equal in areas. If I write like that, I can see both in terms of same triangle. So here we can write area of parallelogram. Area of parallelogram. Area of parallelogram. Now here I can write area of parallelogram is equal to, see, area of triangle PQS plus area of triangle PQS. This we can write 2 into area of triangle PQS. Now to know this area of triangle, this into 2 we can transpose, it becomes area of parallelogram is equal to area of triangle PQS. This into 2 if I transpose will get by 2. Already we know what is the formula of area of parallelogram. Base into height is equal to, base into height by 2 as it is equal to area of triangle PQS. And this only will write half into, like base into height. 1 into b into h by 2 is equal to what? Area of triangle PQS. Children, this is the formula we have to find area of triangle. Area of triangle. What is the formula to find area of triangle? Half into base into height. So we can conclude that in a parallelogram, if you draw a diagonal divides the parallelogram into 2 congruent parts, and those 2 congruent parts are equal in areas. It means area of parallelogram is equal to sum of 2 triangles. As I said, those 2 triangles are congruent, they must be equal in areas. If they both must be equal in areas, we can write 2 into area of one part, area of one triangle. So by transposing 2, that's it, we will get the area of triangle, which is half into base into height. So based on this area of triangle, let's see some problem solving. Let's see some problems based on how to find the area of triangle. As I said just now, area of triangle is equal to half into base into height. With the help of that formula, let us find the area of these triangles. So that you can see here, it is the triangle where you can see all the 3 angles are less than 90. It is called acute angle triangle. And here you can see both are exactly vertical. It is right angle triangle. And here you can see one of the angle is right angle. It is called right angle triangle. And this angle looks like obtuse, more than 90. And I have to take 3 different triangles based on angles: acute angle triangle, right angle triangle, obtuse angle triangle. And you can see here, in the acute angle triangle, the height will be inside of triangle. In the right angle triangle, it has 2 legs. One of the leg we consider as a height of the triangle. but whereas obtuse angle triangle, height will be outside of triangle. These three things you can observe better. Acute angle means height we can see inside. Right angle triangle, one of the side, one of the leg considered as a height, but whereas obtuse angle triangle, height is outside of the triangle. Now let us find the area of these three figures. So area of triangle, A. This is triangle A now is equal. What is the formula? Half into base into height. So half into what is the base? So base is this one. This side we consider as a base. The reason base is nothing but one of the side of a triangle on which perpendicular is drawn. So on this side only we have perpendicular. So this side is considered as a base, which is 4 cm into what is the height? Height nothing but perpendicular drawn from vertex to its opposite side, and which makes a right angle, which is 3 cm. So 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4 is equal 2 into 3 centimeter into centimeter we can write square centimeter. So area of triangle is what? 2 3s are 6 square centimeter. We can write here area of triangle A. Area of triangle A is equal to how much? Which is 6 square centimeters. Let us see one more. It is right angle triangle. I said one of the leg we consider as a height. So let us find area of triangle. Area of triangle C is equal same formula, half into base into height is equal to half into what is the base? 3 centimeter into what is the height? 4 centimeter. So 2 1s are 2 2s are 4, 3 into 2 which gives us 6 square centimeter. 6 square centimeter. Area of triangle C is equal to how much? Which is 6 square centimeters. And it is obtuse angle triangle. Height is outside of triangle. And this is the side which is called base, 3 centimeter. Base nothing but one of the side of triangle on which perpendicular is drawn. And this will be the height. So now we write area of triangle D. Area of triangle D is equal to, formula is half into base into height. The base of this triangle is 3 centimeter and height of this triangle is 2 centimeter. So this both are common factor, which is 2. 2 1s are 2, 2 1s are 2 is equal to 3 square centimeter. So here we can get area of triangle C. Area of triangle C is equal to how much? Which is 3 square centimeter. So like this you can find the area of different types of triangles. Children, let's see some missing values about area of parallelogram and area of triangle. Here you can see find the missing values. Base is missing, they give height and area of parallelogram. Find the missing values. Base is missing, even here also base is missing, they gave height and area of triangle. So this missing values we need to find. Even here also we need to find this missing value. So what relation we have between base, height and area of parallelogram? Yes, we know that area of the parallelogram is equal to base into height. Base into height. Now you can see what a solution. Right here we know that area of parallelogram. We know area of parallelogram is equal to base into height. So what is the area of parallelogram again? Right down there, area of parallelogram already he gave, which is 48.72 square centimeters is equal to base is missing, the height is 8.4 centimeter. Now let us find the base by transposing this 8.4 LHS. You can see that here 48.72 centimeter square into centimeter into centimeter is equal to base. This into if I transpose division 8.4 centimeter. 1 centimeter cancel. Now both the numbers has 4 is the common factor. 4 is the common factor. Let us divide with 4 table better. 4 2s are 8. 4 1s are 4. 4 1s are 4. 4 2s are 8. Point 4 2s are 8. 7 only once. 4 1s are 4. 3 left. 32. 4 8s are 32. The leftover part is 12.18 by 2.1 is equal to how much? Base centimeter. Now again you can see 3 is the common factor. 300.2 left. 3 7s are 21. 3 7s are 21. Now you can see 3 4s are 12.300. Again we have this is the 18. This is the 18. Now we can write this one 4.06 by 0.7 which is equal to how much? Base. Now let us write this both in fraction form. How can we write fraction form beta? 406 by 100. Again we can write a 0.7, we can write 7 by 10. Here point after 2 digits by 100. Point after 1 digit by 10 is equal to what? Base. This we can write 406 by 100. And you know fraction divides fraction. Fraction into reciprocal of second fraction. 1 0 1 0 cancel. Let us see both 70 possible. 7 1 is 7. 7 5 is 35. 5 left. 7 8 is 56. Which I got 58 by 10 centimeter. Centimeter is equal to what beta? Base. Is equal to base. This we can write 5.8 centimeter is equal to what? Base. Now base equal to how much? 5.8 centimeter. Now let us find the area of this missing value base. Find the missing values, height and area of triangle. They gave asked you to find the base. The relation between these three terms we know area of triangle equal half into base into height. Half into base into height. So solution you can see better. Let area of triangle. Area of triangle is equal to what is the formula we have? Half into base into height. So area of triangle they give which is 1256 square millimeters is equal to half into base is the missing value. We need to find the base. So write base as is. And what is the height they give? 31.4 mm. 31.4 millimeter. So here to know the base. Let us simplify this both. Any common factor? 2 table possibility. 2 1s are 2. 2 1s are 2. 1 left. 2 5s are 10. 1 left. Decimal point we can keep here. 14. 2 7s are 14. 2 7s are 14. So the leftover part is 1256 square millimeter is equal to 15.7 millimeter. Base into 15.7 millimeter. Now you find the base by transposing that 15.7 to LHS. And before that, if you want, you can do cancellation also. 1256 square millimeter is equal to base into, let me write this fraction form. 157 point after 1 digit, so 10 millimeter. Once if it is fraction form, it is bit easy for cancellation. So let us find the base. Let us write here 1256. This square millimeter, let us write millimeter into millimeter is equal to base. Now this by 10 if you transpose into 10, and this into will become denominator. 157 millimeter. When I transpose fraction this side, denominator will become the numerator and the numerator will become the denominator. So millimeter cancel better. Now you can see here. Yes, we will simplify this. 1256 into 10 which is 12,560. 12,560 by 157 millimeter is equal to what beta? Base. Let us divide this both to know the missing value base. Now divide this 12,560 by 157. Let us divide 12,560 by 157. Let's see 157 deal better. 157 if I take 157 9s I will take 9 7 63 3 6 9 9 5 is 45 45 plus 6 51, 15, 9 ones are 9, 9 plus 5, 14. So it is more than this. Here we have 3 digits, we take 3 digits, but not possible. Let me take 4 digits also. Now let us take 157 into 8 will take. 157 into 8. 8 7 are 56. 6 5 carry better. 8 5 are 40. 40 plus 5 45. 5 4 carry. 8 1 are 8. 8 plus 4 12. 12 56. 12 56. So how many times is going better? 157 8 are. 157 8 are it is 1256. So 0 0 0 0. One more 0 you can bring down. Now in 0 this 157 table goes 0. So 157 zeros are 0. So what we can get here? 80. So 80 millimeter is equal to base. That is the missing value. So that is the way you can find the missing values with the help of known formula.